Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Mary Pizzato, and I am the Council President for the City of Hartford. I am calling to order the regular scheduled meeting of today, November 23rd, 2020. Members of the public, thank you for joining us this evening. Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez.
Present.
Councilman Clark.
Present.
Councilman Gale.
Here.
Councilman LeBron.
Present.
Councilman Mitchum. Councilman Mitchum. He's on mute.
Present.
Councilwoman Rosado.
Present.
Councilwoman Rossetti. Councilwoman Rossetti. Councilman Sanchez.
Present.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor. I'm sorry, I apologize. And now our town clerk will lead us to the Pledge of Allegiance. I apologize.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we suspend the rules to add on an additional item, which will be item number 27, which is a company resolution by Mayor Broden authorizing a year-end budget transfer for fiscal year 2020 in order to fund critical school building and capital improvement projects already included in city's budget.
Second.
Second.
A motion was made and properly seconded by Councilman Sanchez. Are there any discussions? Any discussions? Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman LeBron.
Yes.
Councilman Mitchum.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti. She's absent. Okay. Councilman Sanchez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make a motion that we place the following items on the consent calendar. Item number 1, Mayor Broden, company resolution authorizing the city to apply and accept the $1,091.81 grant from the state of Connecticut Department of Transportation's Highway Safety Office for seatbelt enforcement. Item number 3, Mayor Broden with the company resolution authorizing the city's Department of Health and Human Services to receive annual funding from the Capital Region Council of Governments, CRAW, to support public health emergency preparedness activities. Item number 6, Mayor Broden with the company resolution authorizing the city to apply for a 2-month extension to complete work on the HCV/HIV co-infection project, which has been scheduled to end September 29th, 2020. These funds have been used to increase screening for HCV, provide training and education for patients, and increase access to care and treatment. Item number 8, Mayor Broden with a company resolution authorizing the city to accept $134,500 from the Connecticut Department of Transportation, DOT, for the city's Dollar Ride program. Item number 14, one second. Item number 14, Public Dedication Committee with a company resolution requesting that the Hartford Court of Common Council hereby approve superimposing the name of Abdul Shahid Muhammad Ansari Way on Charter Oak Avenue to be displayed henceforth as Abdul Shahid Muhammad Ansari Way. Item number 15, with a replacement Public Education Committee with a company resolution requesting that the corner of Hillside Avenue, intersection Hamilton Street, and the New Britain Avenue in Hartford be superimposed as Charlene's Way. Item number 16, Public Education Committee, Building Committee with a company resolution requesting the naming of basketball court at Elizabeth Park be displayed as Coach Jack Failing Court. Item number 17, Planning, Economic Development, Housing Committee with a company resolution allowing the conveyance of an easement at the South Branch Park River corridor for the purpose of maintaining an existing multi-use path to be conveyed by the Housing Authority of the City of Hartford to the City of Hartford. Item number 18, Planning, Economic Development, Housing Committee with a company resolution confirming the appointments of current alternate member Jonathan Clark as a regular member and Carrie Shea as an alternate member to the Historic Preservation Commission. Item number 19, Planning, Economic Development, Housing Committee with a company resolution confirming the appointments of Charles F. Morrison as a member to the Zoning Board of Appeals, ZBA. Item number 20, Operations Management, Budget and Government Accountability Committee with a company resolution to allow the city to enter into an agreement with the Mattress Recycling Council, Connecticut LLC, MRC. Item number 23, which is a substitute ordinance amending Article 5, Division 5, Section 2-196 of the Hartford Municipal Code. Item number 16, a resolution to accept William Diaz as a new member of the Hartford Solid Waste Task Force to replace Stephen Boniface, and that the foregoing actions of the task force are hereby accepted and approved. And item number 17, Mayor Brown with a company resolution authorizing a year-end budget transfer for fiscal year 2020 in order to fund critical school building and capital improvement projects already included in the city's capital.
So just a clarification before I second, I think the last two, you meant to say 26 and 27, you said 16 and 17? Did I miss here?
I thought I said 26 and 27.
All right, my apologies. That was I second the motion.
A motion has been made and properly second. Councilman Gale.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With the majority leader as the mover of the motion, accept a friendly amendment to extend the effective date to March 31st from January 1 of item number 23, substitute ordinance amending Article 5, Division 5, Section 2-196, which is the Civilian Police Review Board ordinance, with the understanding that administration is seeking a little more time to adequately prepare and hire staff and be prepared when the ordinance goes into effect.
Second.
As the maker of the resolution, I do accept Councilman Gale's friendly amendment to that item.
Thank you. With that friendly amendment done, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman LeBron.
Yes.
Councilman Mitchum.
Yes.
Councilman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon. Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we receive the following items. Item number 11, which is the Public Building Dedication Committee communication concerning resolution to superimpose the name of Congressman John R. Lewis on Elm Street and Trinity Street to be displayed as Congressman John R. Lewis Way. Item number 12 with a replacement, a communication from the Public Building Dedication Committee concerning resolution requesting to superimpose the name of Pearline Green at the intersection of Brook Street and Albany Avenue to the intersection of Brook Street and Guilford Street to be displayed as Pearline Green Way. And item number 13, which is communication from the Public Dedication Committee concerning resolution requesting to honor and memorialize Joe Marfugi's outstanding contribution to Hartford, the riverfront parks and riverfront recapture. The Court of Common Council, however, approved the naming of the new river walk to be displayed at Marfuji Walk.
I second the motion.
Motion has been made and properly second. Are there any discussions? There being none, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman LeBron,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we refer the following items to said committees. Item number 2, to the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee, which is Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to enter into a contract to purchase virtual net metering credit related to a solar installation in North Canaan, Connecticut. Item number 4, to the Health and Human Services Committee, which is Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford's Department of Health and Human Services to receive annual funding from the State Department of Public Health to promote community health education, which is referred to as per capita grant funds. Item number 5, to the Public Works, Parks, Recreation, and Environment Committee, which is Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution that would authorize the city to renew a lease agreement with the Knox Parks Foundation for the use of 2 vacant city-owned parcels of land at 154 Affleck Street and 650 Broad Street at an annual rate of $1 per year per property to operate and maintain community gardens. Item number 7, to the Health and Human Services Committee, Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution authorizing the city's Department of Health and Human Services to receive annual funding from the State Department of Public Health to promote safety and prevent falls by aging and elderly residents. Item number 9, with a replacement to the Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee, which is a resolution by Mayor Bronin concerning a proposed cooperation agreement with the Hartford Housing Authority. Item number 10, to the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability, which is Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution that will authorize the city to renew a lease with the Greater Hartford Police Federal Union for the grant at the Public Safety Council.
I second the motion.
A motion has been made and properly second. Are there any comments, discussions? There being none, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman LeBron,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we postpone the following items until December 14th, 2020. Item number 21, Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee with a company resolution that will allow Hartford Public Schools to establish a non-lapsing fund of up to 2% of their budgeted appropriation as permitted under the Connecticut General Statute, Section 10-248A. Item number 22, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Appointments of Department Heads Requirements, Section 850, Residency Requirements of the Municipal Code. Item number 24, substitute ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 18, Section 2-860, Motor Vehicle Policy of the Hartford Municipal Code. And item number 25, with a substitute ordinance amending Chapter 22, Article 2, Division 5, to increase commercial non-residential parking lot licenses, fees, and to add commercial non-residential parking garages to the licensing requirements of the Hartford Municipal Code.
Yes. Second the motion.
Motion has been made and properly second. Are there any discussions? There being none, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman LeBron,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. That concludes our meeting for the evening. I want to wish everyone a happy holiday. Stay safe, enjoy Thanksgiving. Also would like to say that this evening, this council body has passed a progressive, I believe, in the entire country, Police Civilian Review Board. It's been an honor to work with all of you. I think we all came together and worked really hard, and this is the end product. I look forward to the administration in filling these positions so that when March 31st comes, this is available to all the residents in the city.
Thank you, Council President. I wanted to take this chance at the end because we are coming up on Thanksgiving. First, to say that I'm absolutely legit in light of that. Legit thankful for the folks that I work with in this council, and also to remind everyone who's watching or listening that we are still very much in the midst of the pandemic, and as painful as it is to think about not being with family and friends, I would really urge people to think about what is your circle, who you have contact with, who do they have contact with, and maybe think about sacrificing this year so that you can have a healthy Christmas and healthy Thanksgiving next year for the good of all of us, because it's real out here with this COVID and we can't let up.
Thank you, Councilman Mitchum. And Councilman Clark, just so clarification purposes here for the viewers that are watching, will there be testing throughout this week that you know of?
Yes, there's testing. Thank you, Madam President. There's testing tomorrow at Alfred Burr Middle School on Weathersfield Avenue from 5. There's a list of testing locations in Hartford for Wednesday. To my knowledge, there's nothing for Thanksgiving or on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. However, on Saturday, there is a community testing event at the Temple Lefe Church on Broad Street from 10 to 2. And the community very much is welcome. And that is a community-sponsored event by the city of Hartford and also other community organizations.
Thank you. Councilman Sanchez?
Thank you. It's a question for the majority leader, Councilman Clark. Is there a way we can get the council can receive an email of the schedule? I've been receiving quite a bit of phone calls today and texts about testing sites, because unfortunately there's a lot of testing sites that we do have is fairly booked, and there's a couple of them that's booked up to 2 months. So if it's possible, can we receive a schedule on that?
I do know out of the our health director's office, there is an email that is sent out from Faith Palmer testing sites for the week in the city of Hartford. I can forward that to you. There are a school partnership of the federally qualified officers. There is one tomorrow at the Alfred Burr School, and then on Saturday there's another testing event at the Temple Lefe Church on Broad Street. Forgive me, I can't remember the exact address of the church on Broad Street, but that would be 10 to 2. And it's very important to note that that church also is having a food pantry distribution on that Saturday as well. So if there are people who are listening that would like to receive some household items or even food, that they by all means can go to the church and also get tested at the same time outside.
Yeah, the church address is 1901 Broad Street. Majority.
Thank you, Councilman. And so I just want to remind residents with any of these testing sites that have been mentioned, that you can find either on the city's website, 211, or all of our community health centers, even our hospitals. Regarding the community health centers, You would need an ID for those undocumented individuals. You don't have to worry about having ID. You still can get it. You still will be accepted. If you don't have insurance, you still can get tested. If you do have insurance, bring your insurance card. And then most importantly, there is no appointment that is needed in order to get tested at those sites that are sent out by the city's health department.
Councilman Clark, could you please read your text message for a moment?
Okay. Madam President, through you, you did not close out the meeting yet, did you?
No, I have not.
All right. So with that being said, I would like to make a motion for reconsideration for item number 9, which is Mayor Broner with a company resolution concerning the proposed cooperation agreement with the City of Hartford and the Hartford Housing Authority.
That is correct. And 17.
I think we have to do.
So Howard, through you, can we make 2 corrections of recusing myself from item 17 and 9? Is that possible for clarification purposes, or do we have to call a motion again?
Yes, I think you can just note it for the record that you wanted to recuse yourself from both those items.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, if you can make, I'm sorry.
Withdraw my motion for the record.
Thank you, Councilman Clerk. Mr. Clerk, if, for clarification purposes, if you could recuse me from 17 and 9.
Yes.
What are we voting on? I'm sorry, TJ. Item number 9.
We're not voting on anything. I'm recusing myself from item 17 and 9.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Got
Okay.
it.
Thank you. That concludes our meeting. So with that, I'm calling this meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Have a
Good
happy
night.
Thanksgiving.